Hello colleagues, welcome to our channel where we are presenting lessons in mathematics. Okay, my name is Pili Kamban. I'm a teacher at Mbayanga Secondary School. Alright, here in Lusaka, Zambia. I've been teaching here I think for over 5 years. Alright, so like what we've been saying, we want now to see how we can help you with the past papers. We've done the entire syllabus. So we are going to move from past paper, that is from grade 16 to 2020, both paper 1 and paper 2. And as a result, we are going to have about 20 papers. Okay, so with me here, I have a 2016 paper here, paper 1. So I'll take you through. Of course, I'll do the first 2, then the last 21 will be able to do them in the question paper. Okay, so let's see the first one. We are saying evaluate. So evaluate simply means we get the answer. Okay, if for example, say 2 times 3, what's the answer? You say 6, it means you have evaluated, something like that. Alright, so we find the actual solution. Alright, we find the solution. So now, we are saying for 8 to the power 2 over 3. Take note here, the power is a fraction. So this one is telling you about the root and this one is a continuing power. Alright, so meaning that here, because there is a 3 here, it means you need to get the cube root of 8. But continue with what? With the 2. Alright? This implies that our answer will be the cube root of 8. The number you can multiply itself 3 times produce 8. That is 2. Alright? Now, to the power 2 here. Okay? So 2 to the power 2 means you have got 2 times 2 and the answer is 4. So here you have got 4. Okay? So that's the answer for that one. Okay, then let's look at the second one. We are saying simplify. To simplify means you are going to reduce, where possible, the number of terms. Alright? So first, because of the brackets, we get rid of the brackets by distributing this guy outside. So this by that, then this by that, that by that. Alright, take note of their signs. So 3 by x, you have got 3 by a, sorry, you have got 3a. Plus 3 by 5, you get a 15. Alright? Then, negative by positive, you have negative. A by a, you get a squared. Alright? Negative times negative, we have a positive. A by 2, we have got 2a. Okay? Then here, we can go for like terms. This is a, alright? And here we have a. So these can be grouped. If you want, you can do them direct if I told you are okay. But you can even say 3a plus 2a minus, or you can even put plus 15, doesn't matter the order, alright? Alright, so 3a plus 2a, we have got 5a, alright? Plus 15 minus a squared. Right, so this is okay. Very correct. But if you want, you can start with, because this is a quadratic expression, you can start with a term with a degree of 2. So maybe you say, okay, this is negative a squared. This is also positive. You can say plus 5a plus 15. Now, I'm saying, even this one, you can write it like the way it is. It is okay. Alright? Even if you wanted to remove a negative, to get rid of a negative, it's still okay. You can multiply by a negative throughout. It's still very okay. Whichever route that you are going to take, it's fine. Okay, so that's where we end for question 2. Okay? Okay, so let's deal with the question 3. Okay, so we are saying the diagram below shows a right pyramid with a square base, A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. So this, the base is a square, all right, meaning that all the sides are equal. And the apex P, right? So again, what that means is that these triangular faces, they are equal. Okay, the triangular faces are equal. That's what that means. Now, how many planes of symmetry has the pyramid? By planes of symmetry, we are saying in how many ways are we able to cut this so that it's able to fit its own outline. So because the base is a square, it means all the sides are the same. So you can cut it in four ways. All right. So this is the 4 planes of symmetry. That is, you can cut it maybe here. All right, you cut it that way. That will be 1. You can cut it here. That will be 2. Go down there. All right, not until you have all the 4 of them. Is it okay? Okay. Okay. The 4th question. Use set notation to describe the shaded region in the diagram below. All right. So here you see that you have the intersection of P and Q. All right. Then the intersection of Q and R. So we can say this is P intersection Q. All right. Union Q intersection what? R. Okay. That is how we are supposed to write. That is the set notation. All right. So now, if we pull out the intersection here, Q intersection and Q intersection, so we are going to say this is Q intersection. All right. P union R. So we have got P union R. So this is this one. So we can write this or that. It is okay. So we are saying Q intersection P union R, or P intersection Q union Q intersection R. But in most cases, we would go for this one. Okay, well, this is the more standard. All right. Question 5. Express this matrix and that one as a single matrix. So take note, it means here there is a side multiplication sign. So you are going to multiply, you say negative 1 by 5 plus 2 by 4 plus negative 3 by 3. Okay? We are done here, then we'll go to the next column. This with that. It's row by column. So negative 1 by negative 2 plus, take note, this is negative 2 plus 2 by 2 plus negative 3 by 1. Okay. So this is the matrix that we are going to have. So here, we are going to have this by that, that's negative 5 plus 2 by 4, 8. Negative 3 by 3, that's negative 9. So negative and positive will be negative. Right? We leave some space. This by that will be positive 2. This by that will be plus 4. Negative 3 by 1 will be negative 3. Okay, this is the matrix. So negative 5 plus 8, you get 3. 3 minus 9, get negative 6. All right? 2 plus 4, 6. 6 minus 3, you get 3. So this one is our answer. We'll come and write it here. Say negative 6 and 3. Okay. That is our answer. I hope that is okay. Question 6. On the diagram, in the answer space, which is this one, OP, vector OP is P, vector OQ, O to Q is Q. Given that OR from O to some point R maybe here is equal to vector P plus Q. Alright? This is how we are supposed to get it. Now the question is, draw a directed line segment OR on the same diagram. So what we are trying to do is, we are saying, let's find OQ. So OQ is a product of what? OP. We are finding OR. Okay? So OR is a resultant vector of OP and OQ. All right. So now we have been told that OR is found by this one. So we have got the vector P here and the vector Q. So the easiest way of adding this one, we presented a video under vectors on the addition and subtraction of vectors. We said when points are starting from the same point, when vectors are starting from the same point, you add them by a parallelogram method. So what we are going to do is you can bring this vector here. All right? So you just have to take note of the length of the vector. You are going to say 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here I'll count 2 steps to the right. Here I've said 1, 2. So I'll say 1, 2. Then from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This point. Okay? Now, when you look at this one, just by this point is enough to tell you where the other points should be. But you can even verify on this one. So for this one, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 2. All right? So from here, you count 9 steps to the right, then 2 steps downwards. So you're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Taking you to the same point. Meaning that, all right, the directed line segment that we are talking about is this one. This is the directed line segment. This is the directed line segment. You can even put your arrow here. Then you say this is point R. So you say OR here is P plus Q. If you want, you can even produce these lines here, but take note, they are not needed. You can even do dotted lines. All right? You can do dotted lines. Okay, so that's that. But the line is this one. That is our answer. I hope that is pretty easy. Okay. Okay, question 7. The first and second terms of an arithmetic progression are 195 respectively. So meaning that for A, we are being told that it means the first term is 100, then we have 95. We don't know. We don't know the other terms. That's the information that we've been given thus far. Now let's get the 10th term. Now here they have not. We have been told. Take note. We have been told that this is an arithmetic progression. But there are times where they will not tell you, so you must check. So we are going to say the general formula for an arithmetic progression is A plus n minus 1d. All right. In this case, what is our A? Our A is the first term, which is the 100. Our n, remember we are talking about the 10th term, will be 10. And d will be second term minus first term. So 95 minus 100. And the answer will be negative 5. All right. Then we substitute. So say T10 is equal to 100 plus 10 minus 1. Multiplied by negative 5. Okay? So now we are going to say T10 is equal to 100 plus. This is 10 minus 1 is 9 by negative 5. Alright, so T10 is equal to 100 minus 9 by 5, you have got 45. Alright? And this will give you what? When you subtract 100 minus 45, you get 55. So that's the answer here. So T10 is 55. Okay. Then we go to B. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. The formula has been given. These people were very kind in this paper, all right? So now, take note. We are going to say, to use this formula, you need to know what these are. So we are saying n is the number of terms whose sum we want to find. So we'll say 10. Then our a will remain as 100, all right? Then our d is negative 5. Then we substitute in the formula. Okay, so we say S10 is equal to 10 divided by 2. 2 open bracket, here we put 100 because a is 100. Plus, what is our n? 10. Minus 1 by negative 5. Okay? So that's what we are getting. So here we'll say S10 is equal to, this will give us 5, all right? This by that will give us 200 plus 10 minus 1 is 9. By negative 5, we have got negative 45. So here I can write direct as 45. Okay? So we are going, S10 is 5 by 200. Take note. 200 minus 45 is 155. Alright? And 5 by 155, we get 775. Okay, that's the answer. So S10 is 775. I hope that is okay. Okay. Okay, let's deal with question 8. We have 2 questions here, A and B. All right, so we are saying there are 45 green and red marbles. So here, what we mean is the number of green and red marbles is what? 45. That's what we are saying. Given that the probability of choosing a green marble, so probability, this is A, we are dealing with A now. Probability of getting a green marble is what? 2 over 5. All right? Now, calculate the number of green marbles in the bag. So we are going to say number of green marbles is, so we'll say the probability times the number of marbles that we have. All right, times the number of marbles. Okay, so here there 1, 5 into 5 is 1, here it is 9, 2 by 9, 18. So here it is 18 green marbles. All right, that's the answer there. Then we go to B. Okay, go to B now. We are saying the base areas of 2 containers that are geometrically similar are 80 square centimeters and so 280 square centimeters respectively. I mean that this one is for the smaller one and this one is for the bigger one. Okay. Now, if the capacity, by capacity we're talking about volume. If the capacity of the larger container is 154 liters, calculate the capacity of the smaller one. All right. So now we want to find the volume, but this is the area. So we must get the ratio that exists between these 2 containers. So you can divide by 10. Divide by 10. Okay, what we get? We get 8 to 18. Again, we can find another number. Maybe 2. So when you divide by 2 here, you have 4 to what? To 9. This is the ratio in terms of area, all right? This is the area, all right? But now we must get the actual ratio. How? You introduce the square root here. So I've got 2 to 3. This is the actual ratio that exists between these two containers. But now, since we want to deal with the volume, we must get the volume, the ratio of the volume. So we'll raise this to power 3 because volume is measured in cubic units. Okay? And what do we get? The 2 to the power 3 is 8. 3 to the power 3, you get 27. Okay? Okay. So now, the larger one here has 54. So here I'll put 54. Then here I can say x. So you cross multiply. Meaning that you multiply this by that, divide by 27. So x is equal to 8 by 54. We divide by what? 27. Now 27 into 27 is 1. 27 into 54 is 2. Then 2 by 8, it is 16. Alright? So this one gives us 16 liters. Okay? Okay, so that's our answer. Okay? Okay, let's look at question 9a. Alright? Let me try to demarcate. Can even do the third one if there's need. So we have A here. So Mogadishu and Kisansha are on longitudes 45 degrees east and 15 degrees east respectively. All right. If it is 11:30 hours in Mogadishu, all right, what time is it in Kisansha? So what we can do here, you can even try to draw this. We say this is 0 degrees, all right. This could be 15 degrees. Then here you can have your 45 degrees, all right. So this is our, because we are saying Mogadishu and Kisansha on these longitudes respectively, meaning that Mogadishu is 45 and Kisansha is 15 degrees. So it means this is Kisansha and this is the Mogadishu. All right. Now we are saying if it is 11 hours, all right, at Mogadishu. So here it is 11:30 hours. What would be the time there? All right. So now, first we must find the difference in longitudes. All right, so we find the difference in longitude and difference in time. So we say difference in time is equal to the difference in longitude between these. All right, now, since these they are on the eastern side, they are on the same side, which is east, we are going to subtract them. So we are going to say 45 minus 15. The answer should be divided by 15, not because of 15, but always divided by 15. So we have got 30 divided by 15. So the difference in time is 2 hours. All right? So the difference in time is 2 hours. Okay? Now, if it is 11:30 here, what is the time here? Kisansha is on the western part of Mogadishu. Hence, as you go to the west, there's a time that is lost. As you go to the east, there's time that is gained. So here, we are going to say 11:30, right, hours minus 02 hours. Okay, you subtract these. So I've got 03, here will be 09 hours. So it means the time here is 09:30 hours. So 09:30 hours. Take note, I'm not putting the dots, but those might represent a ratio. Okay, right, now let's go to B. I can write B here. What is the shortest distance over the Earth's surface between points A and B? All right, so what we can try to do is to draw a rough diagram. So we have north here, south. All right, then we say this is the equator. All right, look, we have got 30 degrees north and 40 degrees north. So we have got this one and this. Okay. Then we have got two longitudes. Take note, this is 32 degrees north, and this should be 40 degrees north. All right. So we have two longitudes from here up to there. Okay, so there is 172 to 2 degrees east, and another one which is 8 degrees west. All right. So A is on 32 degrees north. So this is A. Okay. So we have A here. Then B is on this point. All right. B. So we want this distance from here to there. This is our shortest distance. So now what we are going to do is we are going to find, we know this is radius. All right. So we need to find this angle here. Okay, how? You have this angle here. Take note, the latitude for A is 32. So here we put 32. All right. Then the latitude for B is 40. So here there is 40. But this is a straight line. Okay. So how do we get this one? We are going to say 180 degrees minus, this is 32. I hope the diagram is clear. Plus 40 degrees. Okay. So we are going to say 180 degrees minus this 40 plus 32, we have got 72 degrees. Okay. So the answer here is 1080 degrees. Now, we are saying the distance is along, the shortest distance is always along the great circle. So for us to get now this arc length, we are going to say AB is equal to theta over 360 times 2 pi r. All right, so say AB is equal to, now our theta is 108 divided by 360 degrees times 2 times 22 over 7 by 6370 kilometers. Okay. All right. Okay, so we can try to reduce that. 7 here 1, 7 here is 9, 7 here is 1, and there is 0. All right. You can use 36. 36 here is 10, and 36 here is about 3. Okay. So now you can also use maybe 2 here it's 5, 2 here it's 11. So we have AB that is equal to 3 over 5 by 2 by 11 by 9, 10. Okay. Okay, so you can say 5 here 1, 5 here you have got about 2.2. All right. Then 3 by 2 by 2.2 by 10, you get your answer should be able to multiply that. You have got 12,002. This is the shortest distance. So we come and say AB is 12,012 kilometers. There is that kilometers. So that's how you get the shortest distance there. I hope it is okay. Okay, so the length of a wire is 5.2. So length is 5.2 centimeters. Collect one decimal place. What is its maximum possible length? So here, what we need to get is the upper limit of the length. All right, now, in order for us to get the upper limit, we need to know the absolute error. Look, if you have 1 centimeter, the absolute error will be 0.5. If you have got 1 with 1 decimal place, the absolute error will be 1.05. If you have got 1.1, maybe 1, the absolute error will be 0.005, something like that, maybe if it's in centimeters. All right? But now, in this case, our length is 5.2, which is this one decimal place. Then our absolute error is a 0.05. Now, to get the upper limit, we are going to say the given dimension, which is 5.2, I can even put a 0 centimeters, plus your absolute error. And what is our absolute error? Of 0.05 centimeters. Now, when we add this, what we get? This is 5, 2, and 5 centimeters. So this is the maximum possible length, 5.25 centimeters. All right? If it was minimum, then we are just going to subtract this from that. Okay? All right? That's how we're supposed to deal with that one. Let's go to B. Now, dividend due on 100 shares at the end of a financial year is 2,250 kwacha. On 1,000 shares, the dividend that is due is 2,250 kwacha. Now, if the annual dividend rate is 3% of the share value, calculate the value of each share. So now, what we need to do is, we say, since this dividend was declared on 1,000 shares, then the question is, what is the dividend per share on one share? So we'll say, dividend per share is equal to the dividend declared. What is the dividend declared? 2,250 kwacha. All right? This dividend was declared on how many shares? 1,000 shares. All right? Now, when you divide this, what do you get? You get 2 kwacha, this, 25 ngwe. Take note, 2 kwacha, 25 ngwe. This is what you are going to get. All right? Okay. So maybe others could be wondering as to how we have found this one. We are saying 2,250 kwacha divided by 1,000. So these two zeros will cancel. 100 into 200 is 2. All right? What is the remainder? 25. All right? 100 into 25, we'll say it's a 0. So put a point here and add a 0. 100 into 250, it is 2. Remainder, 50. You add a 0 here. 100 into that, it is 5. So this is how we are supposed to get this one. Okay? Now, here we are saying if the annual dividend rate is 3% of the share value, it means this 3% that we have been given is what we call the dividend, the annual dividend yield. All right? So, dividend yield is equal to dividend per share divided by the current share value. All right? Now, we have been told that this dividend per share the dividend yield is always in percentage, which is this one. So I've been told that dividend yield is 3%. All right? Is equal to, what is our dividend per share? Our dividend per share is 2 kwacha 25 ngwe. So now, to calculate the value of the share, we need to find the current share value. All right? So we'll say here, current share value. That's what we are supposed to do. Okay? Here it's over 1. So you cross multiply. Meaning that current share value is equal to 2 kwacha 25 ngwe divided by 3%. All right? That's what we are saying. So this is equal to 2 kwacha 25 ngwe over 1 times. 3% means 3 over 100. All right? So we have got 3. Take note. Now, because we are dividing here, all right, so we are going to say times 3 over 100. take note, it's supposed to be 100 here over 3. Okay, maybe I can demonstrate this one so that it is easy for you to understand. We are saying we have got 2 kwacha 25 ngwe over 3%. This is the same as 2 kwacha 25 ngwe times 1 over 3%. Alright, which is 2 kwacha 25 ngwe times 1 divided by 3 over 100. Well, 3% is that. So 2 kwacha 25 ngwe times 1 times 100 over 3. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay? This is how it's supposed to be, which is this one. So we have now 2 kwacha 25 ngwe over 3 by what? 100. Now, when you multiply this one, you have got 225 over 100 over 3. Take note, this is a 3. Okay? So you are going to say 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 22, you have got 7. Remainder 1. Okay? Then 3 into 15 is 5. So the current share value is 75. Okay? Let me just try to demonstrate it again. So we have 2 kwacha 25 ngwe over 3 by 100 over 1. When you multiply 2 kwacha 25 ngwe by 100 is 225 over 3. Alright, now 3 here it's 1, 3 here it is 7, remainder 1. 3 into 15 it is what? 5, which is what we have found here. Alright, in case here it's not clear. 0 ngwe. Alright, that is the value of each share. Okay. Okay, let's deal with question 11a. Find the gradient of a straight line whose equation is, so we have a 3y plus x is 5. So say 3y is equal to negative x plus 5 when you take this one the other side. So in order for us to find the gradient, we must write it in this form. Y is equal to mx plus what? C, where this is gradient. Alright? And this is y-intercept. Alright? Y-intercept. So we must find the coefficient of x will be our gradient. So here we divide by 3, we divide by 3, we divide by 3. So y is equal to negative x over 3 is the same as negative 1 over 3x plus 5 over 3. Alright? Now, what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is negative 1 over 3. That is our gradient there. Okay? That is our gradient. So we'll say our gradient here is m is negative 1 over 3. Good. Let's look at B. Can do it from here. The answer will be put here. The diagram in the answer space below shows triangle P, which is this one. Alright, on the Cartesian plane. Given that triangle P is mapped onto triangle Q by reflection in the line y is negative x. So y is negative x is our Miller line. Alright? So when you look at y is negative x, this is the line here. Alright? Passing through these points. Okay. This is the line. Alright? That's the line they're talking about. Y is negative x. Okay, so now let's draw and label triangle Q. Now the easiest way of doing this one, I can encourage you to pick these coordinates. Alright? The coordinates for maybe this point, you have negative 4, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 4, then you have negative 4, 1, to 4, 1. Now when you are dealing with the mirror line as in y is negative x. Just swap these. So you have got 0, negative 4, all right? Then 1, negative 2, 1, negative 4. Now, because there is a negative here, you multiply by a negative, all right? You multiply by a negative. Is it okay? If it was y is equal to x, this would have been our coordinates. So if I multiply by a negative, this becomes positive. This becomes negative and this is positive. This is negative and this is positive. Hence, those are our values. Okay, 0, 4. So you come here, 0, 4. Here. Then the next one is negative 1, 2. This one. Alright? The next one, negative 1, positive 4. Negative 1, positive 4. So this is the triangle that you are supposed to draw. Okay. The triangle that you are supposed to draw. Okay. The first one is 0, 4, negative 1, 4, then negative 1, 2, which is okay, then negative 1, 4. Then you can even label this as what? Your Q. Okay. So that's what you're supposed to do there. All right. Okay, so let's look at question 13. Question 12. A. Factorize completely. That's a question. Km minus 6ln plus 3kn minus 2lm. All right. So now we are going to check if at all we can group them. But there are 4 terms, so we factorize by grouping. There's m here, we don't have m. There's k, you don't have k. So you can group these, all right? You say, okay, if I have got k, m, I can get any term with k or m. Maybe we get plus 3k n minus 6l n minus 2l m. Okay. So now here you go for the common factor. And the common factor here is k. Alright? So you're going to say k and k will divide, will remain with m. Plus k and k will cancel, you have 3n, you close. Right now, take note of the sign. It is negative and negative. It means the sign that is common is positive. It will change all these into positives. Alright? Now, there is 6 and 2. So 2 is common. Alright? There is L here. Take note, this is my L and L. So you go for L. Okay? So you are going to say negative will be positive. 2 into 6, 3. L and L cancel, remain with what? N. Plus, well, negative will be positive. 2 and 2 cancel. L and L cancel. Remain with what? M. Now, this and this, they're exactly the same. Alright? So you pick one of that. You say 3n plus m. Okay? Then in brackets again, you get these two. K minus 2l. Okay? This one is your answer. So you're going to say 3n plus m. K minus 2l is our answer. But take note, this is L. Okay, then we go to B. We are saying for B, in the diagram below, MN is an arc of a circle whose center is O and radius is 1. Alright, given that MON, that is an angle, is 120, calculate the area of a sector. So, we say area of a sector is defined as theta over 360 degrees by pi r squared. In this case, our pi is this and radius is been given. So we say our area is angle at the center is 120 divided by 360 degrees. Alright? By our pi is 22 over 7 by what is our radius? Is 21. So say 21 by 21. Take note, you are not supposed to use a calculator, right? So you are going to say 120 into 120 is 1. 120 here is a what? A 3. Okay. So 7 here is 1. 7 here is a what? A 3. So you have 1 over 3 by 22 by 21 by 3. Okay? So this 3 and the 3 will cancel. So our area will be 22 by 21. Okay, so when you multiply this, you get a 462 square centimeters. This is our area. So you say area is 462 square centimeters. You can easily multiply that. Okay, that is our answer. 13. Find the transpose of matrix B. Alright, so B transpose will be, you convert the rows into columns and the columns into rows. So 4, -1, you have 4, -1 here. Alright, then you have got 2, 5, this one. That is our answer. So B transpose is 4, -1, 2, and what? 5. You can even use the square brackets. Okay? Okay, so let's deal with B. Find the percentage error of the mass of a bag of sugar that weighs 10.00 kg correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we know that percentage error is equal to absolute error divided by true value times 100%. Now here, the value that we are dealing with is this, which is in this case is taken to be 2 decimal places because it has been, we know, or we can assume that it was rounded off to 2 decimal places. Now, earlier on, if we can go back to question 10, we said if a number has 1 decimal place, then the absolute error is a 0.5. If a number has got has no decimal place, it's a whole number of 0.5. 1 decimal place is 0.05. So for 2 decimal places, it will be a 0.005. All right, that will be the absolute error. So, meaning therefore that here we are going to say our percentage error is, what is our absolute error? Our absolute error will be 0.005. This should be divided by 10. All right, by 10.00 multiplied by 100%. Okay. Now take note, for the purposes of calculations, we ignore the zeros. So it will be 0.005 divided by 10 multiplied by 100%. Okay, this is the situation that we have here. Okay, all right. So we can try to get rid of the decimal point here. Okay. Okay, so you can say 0.005 by 100, if you say over 1. So this will move a decimal point here. This one will move it here. All right. So you have got 0.5 percent divided by 10. All right. So I can get rid of this one by multiplying by 10 by 10. All right. But this is a dummy fraction. So when you multiply here, you get 5. Here, what do you get? You get 100%. All right. So we can say 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 100 is 20. So our answer is 1 over 20%. If you want to give it as a decimal fraction, but even that one is okay. So our answer here is 1 over 20%. That is our answer. Okay. Okay, so let's go to A, 14A. Given that the universal set is this one. All right, we have A here and B there. List A union B complement. It means the elements that you are going to list here should not be found either here or there. Meaning that in here, we need to remove A, we need to get rid of B, we need to get rid of C, we need to get rid of D, as well as B and C. They have already been cancelled here. Then D also. So again, we remove E and F. These are not needed. What are we remaining with? G and H. So this is your answer. All right, so we are going to say A union B complement is equal to G comma H. B. Find the equation of a straight line passing through a point -4, 4. All right, and is perpendicular to the line, whose equation is y is equal to. Now, this one, we can take this in advance. So we have -1 over 7x plus 1. When you take this one on the other side, you have got this one. All right, now, we want to find the equation of a line that passes through this point and is perpendicular to this one. If the two lines are perpendicular, then this should hold. M1 by M2, the answer should produce -1. Now, our M1 is this gradient here, this one. All right? So we are going to say -1 over 7 by M2 is equal to -1. So if you multiply both sides by -7, this will cancel. Then M2 shall be equal to, if you cancel here, you multiply by -7. Because if you multiply by -7, these will cancel, right? And the answer, the gradient becomes what? 7. All right? Now, to find the equation now of the line, we'll say y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. So we'll say y minus, what is the value of y here? This is x and this is y. It is 4. I'll say 4. The gradient is 7. Open the bracket. X minus. Now, because there is this minus, then it becomes plus 4. Alright? So this is y minus 4. 7x plus what? 28. So y is equal to, grouping the right terms gives us the following. Plus 4, because this is minus, it becomes plus. So y is 7x plus 32. This is the equation. So y is 7x plus 32. That is your answer. All right. Let's go to question 15. The diagram below shows an equilateral triangle. So you need to know what an equilateral triangle is. You as well need to know what an isosceles triangle is. All right, A is due north of B. So in other words, A is the north pole of B. All right, and CN is parallel to BA, as we are able to see. So before I even look at this one, I would even encourage you to extend these lines. Okay, they always help us. All right, we have got this. So now, you need to know that this angle here and this one here, they are the same. This angle here and this angle here, they are the same. This one alone and this one, they are also them. Those are alternate. All right, now, we've been told that this triangle is an equilateral triangle. What does it mean? Simply means this is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees. And now, because of that, it means this will be 60 degrees because these two are alternate, or the Z shape, all right? Then again, it means this is 60 degrees. And we've said, this angle and this one, they're the same. This plus that is 120, it means this is 120 degrees. Actually, this holds for angles on a straight angle. This angle here and this one, they are the same. This is 120 degrees. All right. So now let's look at A. What are they saying? A. Find angle BCN. BCN, this angle from here to there. What is the angle? So for A, that is 60 degrees plus 60 degrees, and we get what? 120 degrees. So this is 120 degrees. All right. Okay. So you can even write, say, BCN is equal to 120 degrees. All right. B. What is B now? B, the bearing of C from A. C from what? A. So you go to A and draw a north pole like we've done here. So you must move from the north pole in a clockwise direction here, not until you meet line CA or AC. This one. What is our angle here? The angle that is there is also 120 degrees. Alright, so this is 120 degrees. That's how simple these things are. Alright, okay? Alright, so let's deal with question 16. So, A. Given that f of x is this and the g of x is that, find the inverse acting on x. Alright, so say the inverse here is, we don't know, that's the one we want to find. So the first step is here where there is f of x, we put y. So say y is equal to 5x plus 4 over 5. Here you can introduce a dummy one, you cross multiply. So this will be 5x plus 4 is equal to, when you multiply here, 5y. But our interest is to get x. So we take this guy the other side. So say 5x is 5y minus 4. Alright? Then, to find x, we'll divide both sides of the equation by 5. Alright? This and that will cancel. Therefore, x will be equal to 5y minus 4 over 5. But now, to write the expression, okay? To write the expression, we are going to say, here where there is this, will say is equal to 5. Here where there is this, we'll put x minus 4 over 5. Alright? Okay, so come and write here to say our inverse of f acting on x is 5x minus 4 over 5. Alright? That is the answer. We go to B. We want to find an inverse of f acting on negative 2. So what we do now, we have this, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so the only thing that we need to do is, where there is x here, we put negative 2 because we already have the expression for the inverse. So we are going to say 5, open bracket. Instead of saying x, we put negative 2. Alright? Then we say minus 4 over 5. Don't make a mistake to divide, it's not correct. So we say this is equal to, when you multiply, you have negative 10 minus 4. Okay? Divided by 5. This will produce a negative 14 over 5. Now, 2 into 14 and 5 into 14, we get negative 2. Alright? 2, the remainder is 4 over 5. This by that is 10, by that plus that is 14. Okay, so you come and write here to say this is equal to negative 2, 4 over 5. Alright? Then we go to C. Find a composite function of G and F in its simplest form. So, the composite function of G and F, it simply means this guy here should go here. Take note, look at where I'm going. You put there. Alright? Then you maintain everything. So what are we saying? This is equal to 5, open bracket, because G is going there. What is our G? X minus 1. X minus 1 plus 4. over 5. This by that is 5x minus 5 plus 4 over 5. So 5x, negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1 over 5. Alright? And that is our answer. Okay, so you come and write here to say you have negative 5x minus 1 over 5. Okay. Okay, so let's look at question 17. Evaluate 5 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1. Alright, 5 to the power 0 is a 1. Plus 5 to the power 1 is 5. And the answer is 6. So here you come and write 6. Alright? B. In the answer space below is an incomplete simple program pseudocode for calculating and outputting the volume of a cylinder V. So we've been told that volume of a cylinder is V. Alright? Given the base radius, so the radius, we have V, then we have radius and the height. Alright? Now complete the program by filling in the blank spaces with appropriate statements. So here the key weight or the thing that you need to take note of is this volume of a what? A cylinder. How do we get the volume of a cylinder? We know that volume is pi r squared d h. Alright? Pi r squared d h. Okay, that's the volume of a cylinder. So it means that for us to find the volume, we need this. We need the radius and the height. So we are going to say enter radius and enter. Here I've used capital letters, but it's okay. In the question we've been given small letters. We enter the height. Then from here we define how this should be found. You give the formula, say volume is pi, alright, times, you say aesthetic square r, alright, aesthetic, then h, or here, or you can say pi aesthetic r squared, then aesthetic h. That is your volume. Okay, take note, this is the squared. This is the squared. I hope it is okay. Squared. This weight squared. Alright, this is what you're supposed to do. We're talking about. Okay, that's that. Okay, A, find the integral of 6x squared minus 5 with respect to x. So this is the same as the integral of 6x squared. Alright, you can factor out this one, there's no problem. You can bring out the minus 5, the integral of x to the power 0. Alright, everything here is in respect with the x. Alright, so this will be 6 x to the power, you add 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3, divided by 3, minus 5, you add 1 here. So it will be x to the power 1, plus what? C. So this will, okay, let me adjust my paper. This is that will be 2x to the power 3 minus 5x plus what? C. Alright? This should be our answer. Or you can go direct and say, so the integral of 6x squared minus 5, alright? This is the same as the integral of 6x squared minus 5x to the power 0. Alright? Then direct here you say, I start integrating now. I'll say 6x to the power 3 over 3 when I add 1 minus 6x 0 plus 1 over 0 plus 1. Now, because I don't have the limits of integration, I will put an arbitrary constant. Alright? So this into that is 2x to the power 3 minus 0 plus 1 is 1. So you have 5x. 0 plus 1 is 1. So power 1, you can ignore and say this. Okay? That's how you get that one. Let's go to B. Okay. What is B? The diagram below shows a triangle PQR in which PQ is 12, QR is 10, and the angle there is 150. Alright, calculate the area of the triangle. Look, we are going to say area of a triangle is half times sine theta times which two sides are forming this? Are forming this angle is P, and this is R. So times R times P. Alright? So say area is equal to half times sine 150 degrees times 12 times 10. So area is equal to half times sine 150 is the same as saying 180 minus so we are saying sine 150 degrees is equal to sine 180 degrees minus 150 degrees. Alright, this is sine 30 degrees, and sine 30 degrees is half, alright, of or 0.5. Take note, we are saying sine 150 is the same as 180 minus sine 180 minus sine 150, which is sine what? 30, and sine 30 is half. Alright, so here I can just write say half by 12 by what? By 10. What is 2 by 2 is 4. 4 into 12 is 3. 3 by 10 is 30. So here we needed to write the answer 2x to the power 3 minus 5x plus c. Here we are saying our area is what? 30 square centimeters. Alright, so we say A is 30 square centimeters. That is our answer. Alright? Okay. In the diagram below, PR is the diameter. Alright, this is the diameter. Take note, if this is diameter, it means this is 90 degrees. Alright, the whole lot of this angle. And it means from there up to there it is 90. Then from here up to there it is 90. We have some properties there that we need to appreciate. Okay. Alright. The center is O. Q and S are points on the circumference. Alright. The tangent to the circle at P meets QS at T. Take note, angle Q, PQS is 26 and PR is 42 degrees. If that's the case, let's find PRS. When you look at this angle here, it's standing on SP. Alright, this angle here is standing on SP, standing on the same arc. So angles on the same arc or same segment are equal. Alright, meaning that this is 26 degrees as well. Alright, that's how you get that one. Okay, it means that one is 26 degrees. Okay, then we go to B, PRQ. PRQ. Look, we've said this is 90 degrees. Angles in a same circle are always a right angle. Alright, so this is 90. It means I'm remaining with the other 90. PRQ is a triangle. If this is 90, it means I'm remaining with 90. So to find this angle here, I'll say this 90 has gone. So I'll say 90 minus this one. I'll say 90 minus 42. The answer is 48 degrees, right? Then you go to PTQ, this one. You want this angle here. Alright, look. You know that this is 90. This is 42 and this is 28. If you have this triangle, let me redraw it. You have got something like this. Maybe. Alright? where you have made something like that here, we've said this is 90. This is what? 42. This is the 26. Alright? How do I get this one? You're going to say 180 degrees minus, this is 90, plus 42 plus 26. Alright? 180 degrees minus. When you add these, what do you get? When you add 90 plus 42 plus 26, what do you get? You get 158. You can easily add that. You get 158 degrees. And when you subtract, what do you get? 22 degrees. Alright, it means this one is 22 degrees. Okay. So now you come and write your answers here. You say, this is 22 degrees, this is 48 degrees, and this is 26 degrees. Alright? That's all. It is given that y varies. So okay, so W values direct as the square of x, so to be x squared, and inversely as y, 1 over y. So we introduce an equal sign, so y is equal to k x squared over y. All right. Write an expression for w in terms of x, y, and constant k. This one is your answer. All right. You end there because that is what is needed. So w is equal to k x squared over y. Why are we saying that is our answer? Because we are saying w should be in terms of what? X, y, and what? K. Meaning that these three variables should be there in our answer. Alright? Then we go to B. Now, if your x is negative 6, y is 12, and w is 15, let's find k. So we just have to substitute. What is w? 15 is equal to k. What is our x? Negative 6 squared divided by, what is our y? Our y is 15. Okay, so our y is 12, sorry. Okay, so when you say you introduce a 1, you have got k negative 6 squared is equal to 15 by 12. We divide by negative 6 by negative 6 squared. Take note, squared. All right. What is our k? Okay, so all right. So I've got 15 by 12 over negative 6 by negative 6. All right. 6 here 1, 6 here it is 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 3. 3 into 5 into 15 is 5. So k is 5. Negative and negative will be positive. Alright? So we say k is equal to 5. Okay, then we go to C. Find the value of y when x is 8 and w is 20. So we have w here. W is equal to k x squared over y. Alright? So if you make y the subject of the formula, or you substitute direct, you have got yw is equal to kx squared, alright, divided by w, divided by w. So y is equal to kx squared over w, it's one and the same. So y is equal to, what is our k? 5. Alright, and what is our x? X is 8, so I'll say 8 squared. Alright, this should be divided by what? By w. What is w? W is 20. Okay. So you're going to say y is equal to 5 here 1, 5 here it is 4. Alright, this is 8 by 8 over 4. 4 there 1, 4 here 2. 2 by 8, 16. So y is 16. So y is 16, and that is your answer. You come out and say y is equal to 16. Okay, that's where we end for this one. Okay, I hope it is clear. All right. Let's deal with question 21. Okay, so we are saying on the xy plane below, region R is unshaded. All right. Write the four inequalities that define region R. Okay, so maybe that you can go to this one. You've seen this one. This is passing through what? X. So we are going to say the first one, maybe say number 1, it is X. But the side that is shaded is greater than this side. And this is a solid line. So it should be greater or equal to 2. Okay. What is the second one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, I mean. So what is the second one? Second one, we can deal with it, this one. Alright? This line is cutting the y-axis, so I'll say y. At what number? This is 2 and that is 4. This is 3. Alright? But look at the side that is not shaded. From 3, I've got here going upwards. 4 and 6. Meaning that this one is greater. Alright? And because it is a solid line, I'll say this is greater or equal to 3. Okay? Where is the third one? Alright, the third one is this one. Alright? This line again, it is cutting the y-axis, so say y. Alright? At what number? 7. You know, from here going there it is greater, from here it is less. And this is the region that we want, so it will say this is less or equal to 7. Alright? Now, to get the fourth one, you are going to say, maybe because of the space, let me get the fourth one here. Alright, we are going to say, for this one, it's very difficult just to come up with an equation there and then. Hence, you can pick the points here and here. So when you look at this one, here it is 7, 7,3. So you can get 7,3. Then when you look at this one, it is this is 3,7. All right, is it 5? This is 5. Okay, 5,7. All right, so you have 5,7. So to find the equation first, we are going to say y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. But you know that y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's a gradient, x minus x1. Alright? So if we say this is our first point and this is our second point, this is xy, xy. So I'll say y minus, what is my y1? 3. Is equal to, what is my y2? 7. Minus my y1, 3. Alright? Divided by my x2 is 5. Alright? Minus my x1. My x1 is 7. Okay? Please take note, this point is 9. So this should be 9, 3. So this should be 9. Alright? So meaning that our x1 is going to be 9. Alright? So 9. X minus my x1 is 9. So say y minus 3. This is 4 and this is negative 4. Alright? This is x minus 9. So y minus 3. Negative 4 into 4 is 1. So we have negative 1. By x, negative x. Negative by negative, positive. 1 by 9, 9. Alright, take this one on the other side. So say y, this, if you want, can come here. You have plus x is equal to 9 plus 3. So y plus x is equal to 12. All right, that is the equation. Okay, so now when you look at this point, this is 8 and this is 9. So the 9 and this is 10. So this point is in between 8 and 10. All right, meaning that this side it is less and that is greater. But this is an imaginary line, so it's going to be y plus x is less than 12. So you say the first one here, you write now. You write, say y plus x is less than 12, comma, you can even say x is greater or equal to 2. Then the other one is y is greater or equal to 3, and you can come and say y is less or equal to what? 7. Okay, that's how you get that one. All right, thank you. Question 22a. Solve the equation x squared minus 3x, all right? Is equal to 3x. So this is a quadratic equation, so we can introduce a 0. Say x squared minus 3x is equal to what? 0. What is common here? X minus 3, because x into x squared is x. X into negative 3x is that, is equal to 0. By the 0 product, we are saying x is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to what? 0. So x is equal to 0 plus 3 when it comes the other side. So x is equal to 3. So those are our answers. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to positive 3. Okay, so 0 or 3. Okay. The next one. This is B1. The diagram below shows a sketch of the graph y. So the graph is y is equal to 3 minus 2x squared minus x. This is minus 2x minus x squared. All right, passing through P, Q, and R. All right. So the first one is, can you get the equation of the axis of symmetry? The equation of the axis of symmetry is the turning point of x, defined by negative b over 2a. All right. Now we'll say negative. What is our b here? Our b here is negative 2 divided by 2. What is our a? Our a here is negative 1. All right. Our a is negative 1. So now this negative and negative will give us positive. You remain with negative. 2 into 2 is 1. So you have negative 1. That is the equation. So we are going to say the equation is x is equal to negative 1. All right. Then the second one. What are we supposed to find? Coordinates of the turning point. So we need to find the coordinates of the turning point like that. But this equation of the axis of symmetry is the turning point of x. If you have the turning point of x, you can use it to find the turning point of y, or you can use the formula. So I'll say y is equal to 3 minus 2, but my x is negative 1, so I'll say negative 1, minus my x again is negative 1 squared. So we say y is equal to 3. Negative by negative is positive 2, minus negative 1 squared is 1. All right, so y is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1, plus 3 is 4. Meaning that now the coordinates here are negative 1, comma what? Comma 4. All right, so when you check here, that is what we are talking about. You might have negative 1 here, comma 4 here. That is where the turning point is. Okay. All right, so you come and write, say, negative 1, comma 4. Okay. All right, thank you. We go to the next question. Okay, so let's deal with the last one. The diagram below is a speed time graph of a particle. The particle accelerates uniformly from a speed of v meters per second to a speed of 5 meters per second in 20 seconds. So from here up to there. All right, and the time taken is 20. All right, so A. So let me divide. Okay. So our A, we want to find acceleration in terms of V. All right, for an expression in terms of V for acceleration. So we are going to say, how do we define acceleration? So acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. All right, divided by time taken. Now, if you are starting from here up to there, it means this is your initial velocity and this is your final velocity, and the time taken is 20. Say A is equal to my final velocity is 5v minus my initial velocity is v divided by time taken is 20. Okay, so your acceleration will be equal to 5v minus v is 4v divided by what? 20. So your acceleration will be equal to 4 into 4 is 1. 4 here is 5. So you have what? V over 5 meters per second squared. Alright? That is your acceleration. So we're saying acceleration is V over 5 meters per second squared. Alright? We go to B. What is B now? We are saying the distance traveled by the object from 0 seconds to 20 seconds is 80 meters. So from here to there, all right? Find the value of V. So you must look at this graph here, all right? What kind of a shape is this? We are saying, okay, that is a trapezium. So I'll say distance is given by the distance, the area of a trapezium, okay? Which is half times h. A plus what? B. You can put the h this side. Now, we've been told that the distance is what? 80. So, the distance is 80 meters. Is equal to half times. Now, we are dealing with this from here up to there and from here up to there. So, this one can be your A. From here up to there, this one can be your B. Then from this point to that point, this one can be your what? Your height. All right? So now, we are going to say, what is our height? Our height is 20. All right? What is our A from here to there, which is V, plus what is our B from here up to there, which is 5V. All right? So you say half, what is half of 20? 10. So 80 is equal to 10, open bracket, 6V, right? V plus 5V is 6V. Okay, so now we are going to say, I can divide by 10, I divide by 10. This and that will cancel. 6V is equal to what? 8. 10 into 80 is 8. I'll divide by 6, I'll divide by 6. Alright? So this and this will cancel. My V is equal to, now when you reduce this, you are going to have 4. Here you are going to have 3 by using a 2. 2 here is 4. 2 here is 3. 3 into 4 is 1. Alright? Remainder 1 over 3. So this is the answer here. Alright? For V. 1 over 3. You can say V is equal to that. Okay? Then the last one. Find the speed at t is equal to 15 seconds. So we find the speed of the particle when time is 15 seconds. So 15 seconds could be somewhere here. We are just trying to estimate. Maybe here. Okay? So want to find the speed here. What is the speed here? Alright? When here it is what? 15. So now, what we can do here, we can say, we find the speed by using V is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration times what? Time. Okay, so we are saying to find the speed, we say this is equal to, what is my initial velocity from here to there? It is v, all right? But what is my v? My v is 4 over 3. So I'll say 4 over 3 plus. What is the acceleration? All right, take note. What is the acceleration? Acceleration is v over 5. All right? So acceleration, take note here, it is v over 5. Okay, v over 5. Don't worry, I'll write the v later on. Times, what is our time? At that point, mean that from this point going up, you start from here. So we are going to say this by that. Or 20 minus 15. You get a what? A 5. So v is equal to 4 over 3 plus 5 and 5 will cancel. You remain with our v, but our v was 4 over 5, 4 over 3. All right, so we are going to say 4 over 3. So v is equal to, here, the denominator is 3. So you add here, you've got what? 8. Okay, so v is equal to, this into that is the 2. All right, remember 2 over what? 3 meters per second. So that is our speed. So right, say speed is equal to 8 over 3, or we are saying 2 over 3 meters per second. So that is our answer. All right, thank you so much. That's where we end for this presentation. Please subscribe to the channel. The survival of this channel depends on you people subscribing and sharing. Please subscribe and share with your friends. Okay, thanks so much.